Hey everybody, just got back from opening up the beehive and we got two frames. One of them's still outside. I'm waiting for bees to leave it right now. Right now it's still packed, but anyway, just wanted to show you guys what we got. So on one of the frames we had a little bit of new comb getting set up. And that comb has just a tiny bit of honey on it, but both the frames are still packed with honey, so we're looking forward to that. The best part, though, of beekeeping is popping this guy right in your mouth, chewing on some of it, getting some of that honey. So, anyway, next up I'll teach you how to extract honey. Bye, guys. Okay, so we are getting ready to start extracting honey. There's Mr. Killen acting like a high schooler. And here are the tools that we're going to need to use. I have a hot wax knife. I don't have it turned on yet, but once it does turn on, it's going to be really hot. So I've got it on this metal plate as well. I've got a honeycomb that we can use to pierce the actual cells in the comb. We've got a filter. This is a two-part filter. It's got a coarse filter that'll filter out most of the larvae and a lot of the big chunks of wax. And then we've got this fine filter that'll filter out a lot of the other stuff. And then by the end of that, we'll be able to start filtering through a bag and hopefully filling a couple of these up. I don't know how many we're going to need, but I just went ahead and got a whole pack of them. So here we go. Let's take a look at what the inside looks like. So we've got two frames from the hive. Okay, these frames still have quite a bit of honey left in them. We've got to open those cells up. You see the larvae in there too. So good thing we're using a filter today. And then we put these in here and using centrifugal force, we spin them. And the honey shoots out and drips down the sides. We'll then drain it from there into this bucket here. We'll use that filter, that metal filter, to do that. And then coming from here to the jars, we'll use a filter bag. So with that said, we're just gonna get going. Okay, so on here, we're using this comb here to just scrape those cells open to expose that honey. It's a really gross sound. Okay. Then we're gonna run it again. Take a look, maybe use this heat knife. Okay, so we have moved our honey extractor up on a table to give us a little bit of height. We've also used this bowl to help prop it up so that we can get as much as we can. There's not a whole lot of honey in there, so we're going to try and get as much of it as we possibly can. We might actually keep this going for a while since we still have a lot of honey accumulated on the sides of this cylinder. So we'll see what we do, but Mr. Killen's going to go ahead and unscrew this and pop it open, and we'll see what happens. Okay. So we got two filters on here. We got a coarse one, and that's catching all of the larvae. And then we got a fine one underneath there that's catching a lot of the sediment, like the dirt and stuff that's in this honey. So we'll get this going and be right back with you. Okay, so I went ahead and closed the port for right now. I'm going to let a lot of that honey settle overnight. We'll come back tomorrow morning and finish this up. I'll show you on my other camera what the inside of that bucket looks like right now. So. Okay, we got these two filters going through, so I'll show you the inside of this filter. Got a little bit more honey coming through, so we're going to let that drip for a couple more minutes before I call it a day. Like I said, I stopped this guy up. I'm going to put a lid on this guy and come back to it tomorrow. But it looks like we might get, I don't know, 2 of these jars worth. I'm hoping. We'll see what we get in the morning. So I'll see you then. Thanks for watching.